In this lecture, we will discuss about an important types of lipids, which is known as phospholipids, glycolipids, and sulfolipids. So first, we will discuss about phospholipids. So what is phospholipids? Phospholipids is a type of complex lipids that contains phosphoric acid or phosphate group. So these types of lipids contain phosphate as a group. Phospholipids are amphipathic in nature, which means that they contain both hydrophilic and hydrophobic ends. Hydrophilic means it is soluble in water, and hydrophobic means it is non-soluble in water, and it is also known as non-polar end, and this is polar end. Phospholipids are important components of membranes, so it is found in membranes and it forms a phospholipid bilayers in all membranes, as we all know. And phospholipids acts as a barrier to the passage of molecules and ions in and out of the cell. So it is very important and it acts as a barrier to those molecules and ions which move across cell membrane. So it make a great distinction between outside and inside of the cell. So you can see here in the figure, this is a phospholipids, this is water molecules. So this is outside of the cell, these are outside of the cell, this is inside of the cell, and this is phospholipid bilayer, this is one layer, you can see here. This is the head. The head of the phospholipid bilayer is polar end. It is hydrophilic in nature. The tail is non-polar. It is hydrophobic in nature. This is another layer. You can see this is the non-polar tails. This is the polar head. So this is the structure phospholipid made inside the cell membrane, and it acts as a barrier to those molecules which enters and exit the cell. So this is the phospholipid bilayer. Phospholipids are two types. The most important one is glycerophospholipids. In glycerophospholipids, glycerol is the backbone molecule. So in this type of phospholipid, glycerol combined with two fatty acids, a phosphate group, and an alcohol. So these are the components of glycerophospholipid. The backbone you can see here in the figure, the components is given. This is glycerol molecule. This glycerol molecule consists of three carbon, carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3. To carbon 1 and carbon 2, two fatty acids molecules are combined. You can see here to carbon 3, a phosphate group is combined, and to phosphate and alcohol group combined. So these are the components of glycerophospholipid. Glycerophospholipids is a major lipid occurs in the membranes. So it is an important component of the structure of membrane. The simplest form of phospholipid is phosphatidic acid. Phosphatidic acid is the parent molecule of all glycerophospholipid. So this is the basic unit of all glycerophospholipids. From these phosphatidic acid, different types of glycerophospholipids are made. Phosphatidic acid consists of glycerol 3-phosphate, which means that at carbon number 3 of glycerol molecule here, this carbon 3 phosphate group is attached, and these are esterified at its carbon 1 and carbon 2 with fatty acid. This is carbon 1, so this is one fatty acid. This is carbon 2, this is another fatty acid. So to carbon 1 and carbon 2, two fatty acids are attached. To carbon 3, phosphate group is attached. Carbon 1 has saturated fatty acid and carbon 2 has unsaturated fatty acid, which means that saturated fatty acid are those which are saturated and have no double bond between the carbon atom. And unsaturated fatty acid contains double bond or triple bonds between the carbons. So this is the structure of phosphatidic acid, which is a basic molecule, and from this phosphatidic acid, different types of phospholipids are made. Another important example of glycerophospholipid is lecithins. This comes from Greek word lecitos, which means egg yolk. It is present in egg yolk. It is an important example of glycerophospholipids, and it is the most abundant phospholipid in cell membranes. Lecithin is the most abundant phospholipids in cell membrane. Lecithin is a phosphatidic acid which with choline as a base or an alcohol molecule. So you can see that this whole molecule, this is phosphatidic acid. We already discussed it here. And to this phosphatidic acid, choline is attached as a base or alcohol. So it is known as phosphatidyl choline, which is generally the name is lecithin, and it is the most important and abundant phospholipid found in cell membrane. This is the general reaction, given the general reaction how a phospholipid is formed from different components. This is just for the concept clearance that you know better that what is called phospholipids. So you can see here, this is glycerol molecule. All three carbon is given, so to carbon 1. The bond is formed between H and OH group with the release of water molecule. This is the type of condensation reaction. At carbon 2, the bond is again formed between H of glycerol and OH of fatty acid. So release H2O, and this is the ester bond formation, esterification also known as. At carbon 3, a bond is formed between H and OH of phosphate. So you can see the formation of phosphoester bond. And next phosphoester bond is formed between the OH of phosphate and the H of alcohol. So H2O is also released. So it is so the phosphodiester bond is formed between glycerol, phosphate, and alcohol. So this is the general representation of glycerophospholipid formation. You can see glycerol consists of one fatty acid, another fatty acid, and phosphate, and to phosphate an organic alcohol is attached. So this is the general form of glycerophospholipid in order to clear your concept. Glycerophospholipids are subclassified based on the identity of their organic S group as shown. So the different types of glycerophospholipid is identified on the basis of this X group. So according to the specific X group found, it is named as a different types of glycerophospholipids. So if the X group is ethanol amine, so it is phosphatidyl ethanol amine. So if the X group is choline, you can see this is choline, it is known as phosphatidyl choline. So if the X group is serine, it is found in phosphatidyl, known as phosphatidyl serine. So these are the different types of glycerophospholipid, and it is classified based on this X group, organic group, alcohol group. So next is, we already discussed that glycerophospholipid or phospholipids are amphipathic in nature. It means that it contains both polar and non-polar ends. So the head of the phospholipid or glycerophospholipid are polar or hydrophilic, it is water soluble, and the tail is non-polar or hydrophobic, it is water insoluble. So you see here, this is phosphate, this is the alcohol organic, this is glycerol. So these are the polar head, and the fatty acid combined to form, connect to it is non-polar or hydrophobic in nature. So generally the molecule is amphipathic in nature. The next type of phospholipids are sphingophospholipids. In sphingophospholipid, sphingosine is the backbone molecule. Here sphingosine combined with fatty acid, phosphate group, and alcohol group. So here, instead of glycerol, the backbone molecule is sphingosine. This large molecule is sphingosine. So at carbon 1, you can see this is at carbon 2, an amino group is present. At carbon 3, OH group is present. So to carbon 2, you can see this is sphingosine. It is attached to fatty acid, to phosphate, and to organic group. So these are the components of sphingophospholipid. This is the general reaction in which we already discussed in glycerophospholipids. So this is the condensation reaction here. At carbon 2, the H of amino group attached to the OH of fatty acid, and it releases H2O and it forms an amide bond because here amino group is present in the sphingosine. At carbon 3, the H of sphingosine combined with the OH of phosphate release water and formation of phosphoester bond. Here another phosphoester bond is formed between alcohol and phosphate. So this is the general reaction how a sphingophospholipid is formed. So you can see here, this is sphingosine is attached to fatty acid and to phosphate, and into phosphate and alcohol is combined. So this is sphingospholipids. Sphingomyelin is a important type of sphingolipid. It is found in the membrane of myelin sheath that surrounds the nerve cells, which is known as axons. So these are very important. Sphingomyelins contain sphingosine. Sphingosine is an amino alcohol because it contains an amino group, and it is attached to an amide linkage to fatty acid to produce ceramide. Sphingosine is bound to phosphorylcholine. So you can see here, it contains, this is the example of sphingomyelin. So you can see this is sphingosine. This whole molecule is sphingosine. Sphingosine combined with fatty acid, this is fatty acid. So when sphingosine combined with fatty acid, it forms ceramide. This is known as ceramide. Ceramide is when sphingosine attached to fatty acid with amide linkage. Next, C3 of sphingosine contain phosphate group, and to phosphate group, a choline alcohol or group is bind. So sphingosine is bound to phosphorylcholine. So this is important. You can see here in this figure, this is axon. This is axon. So myelin sheath is here. So this is the myelin sheath, and these are the lipid bilayer. You can see here, these are all lipid bilayer, and this is the molecular structure, phospholipid bilayer. So it is very important component of myelin sheath that surround the axon of nerve cell axon. So these are different types of phospholipids. The next type of important type of lipids is glycolipids. Glycolipids are those lipids that contain a sugar residue. So in glycolipids, the lipids combine with a sugar, so it is known as glycolipids. The sugar present in the lipids, the glycolipids may be monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, or polysaccharides. So it depends on the type of lipids. So the sugar present may be monosaccharides, oligo, or polysaccharides. Glycolipids like phospholipids are also of two types. First is glycolipids. Here the sugar and fatty acid residue are units attached to glycerol backbone. The most important type is monogalactosyl diglyceride, MGDG. You can see here in glycerophospholipid, the backbone molecule will be glycerol, and glycerol will combine with fatty acid and sugar. So the most important type of glycolipid is monogalactosyl diglyceride. You can see here, this is a monosaccharide. This is glycerol molecule. So these are fatty acid, one fatty acid, another fatty acid. So this is monogalactosyl diglyceride. This is an MGDG. This is an important glycerol-glycolipid found in chloroplast membrane, and it is the most abundant lipids found in the photosynthetic tissues found in different plants. The next important type of glycolipid is sphingoglycolipids. Here the sugar and fatty acid residue are attached to the backbone molecule known as sphingosine. So the sphingosine, this is the sphingosine molecule combined with fatty acid and sugar molecule, which is known as sphingoglycolipids. The important type of sphingoglycolipids are glucosyl ceramide. It is a type of sphingolipid and found in the cell membrane and helps in cell signaling. So glucosyl ceramide is an important component of cell membrane and it helps in cell signaling. This is the structure of glucosyl ceramide. You can see here a monosaccharide is attached to a sphingosine molecule, and here an fatty acid is attached through an amide linkage to glycerol carbon number 2. So this is the structure of glucosyl ceramide. So these are important types of glycolipids. The last important types of lipids is sulfolipids. Sulfolipids is a class of lipid where a sulfur containing functional group join to a diacyl glycerol in a glycosidic linkage. So here sulfur containing functional group will join a diacyl glycerol. It is a type of glycerol where two fatty acid is attached to glycerol molecule in a glycosidic linkage. So the linkage will be glycosidic linkage. In diacyl glycerol, two fatty acid chains covalently bound to glycerol molecule through ester linkage. In triacyl glycerol, three fatty acid and diacyl, two fatty acid are attached, and monoacyl glycerol, one fatty acid is attached. In sulfolipids, the sulfonate group bears a fixed negative charge like phosphate group in phospholipid. So here the sulfate group found in the molecule have a negative charge on it. Sulfoquinosyl diacyl glycerol SQDG is a type of sulfolipid. It is composed of glycoside of sulfoquinose, a sulfonic acid derivative of glucose, and diacyl glycerol. So this is a type of sulfolipid which is composed of glycoside of sulfoquinose. Sulfoquinose is a sulfonic acid derivatives of glucose and diacyl glycerol. So this is the important type of sulfolipid. SQDG is present in thylakoid membrane and it is present in all photosynthetic plants. So those plants which have chlorophyll, the SQDG are present in its membrane. Other important sulfolipids include sulfatide, which is found in brain, kidney, and spleen. So this is the structure of sulfoquinosyl diacyl glyceride, SQDG. You can see here, this is a monosaccharide. This is a, can see here, this is sulfate group is attached to a glucose, to a carbohydrate via a glycosidic linkage, and this is a glycerol molecule containing one fatty acid and another fatty acid. So this structure is just to clear your concept about sulfolipids, and you don't need it to write down in an exam. So these are different types of lipids, important lipids, for example, phospholipids, sulfolipids, and glycolipids. Hope you like it. See you next time.